In late December, Jack, the Westies, and I traveled to upstate New York to spend time with Jack's family. We stayed at a very special house, which was built in 1790. It was one of the very first homes to be built in the Kingsborough Patent area of Gloversville. It sits next to a cemetery which predates the American Revolutionary War. This morning, we are headed out to Jack's mom and dad's house, where we will spend the morning with Jack's dad while his mom goes out and does a shop at the grocery store. And then the rest of the family will be arriving throughout the day. So we're super excited to see everyone and to celebrate what we call a second Christmas and, of course, the new year. Before hopping in the car to drive over to Jack's parents' home, I took the dogs out for a short walk to investigate the local area. On other trips up to Gloversville, we had driven past this home a number of times, and it always caught my eye because it's so beautifully decorated. The flower boxes would change throughout the year, and it's just one of those homes that you want to know more about.
Cookie? Is this your cookie?
Didn't he sleep, brother?
There it is. Let's put the cookie aside. Got a cookie in there.
the rice stuck in your hair too, huh?
Yeah, I know.
We drove over to the local butcher, which Jack's parents have been using for decades, to pick up an order for Diane. We spent a little bit of time in the garden before heading indoors to get into the kitchen and start cooking.
I probably should have tasted this before I made it.
Well,
I made it like they told me to, so.
well, then it should be perfect.
They said you have to make it all the way to the edges so that it holds on to itself and won't unroll.
Okay. It's always such a good time hanging out in the kitchen with Jack and his family, and of course I love spending time with his mom. Here, Jack is making a carrot soup for dinner, and the roast has already gone into the oven. While we were waiting for the roast to cook, the dogs and I headed out with Mandy and Elise for a walk along the rail trail. When we returned home, it was time to start serving up. Dinner was ready. We rang in the new year and welcomed 2022. Things get stuck on our noses all the time, and of course, I, as their mother, cannot get enough of it. It is so stinking cute. The next morning, we all gathered and celebrated what we call Second Christmas. Each year, we choose a name out of a hat, and then you buy something for that person. This year, we changed it up a little bit. Kathleen had the idea that we would give to charities and then buy local products to support local businesses for our Secret Santa. And so that's what we did, and it was really fun, and it was really interesting to hear about what charities, organizations that each person supported. And then it was time for us to begin our journey home. A couple things that we see on our way home are the Adirondack Animal Park, or Animal Land. And a little bit further up the road here is something what I would imagine is probably a very large Daniel Boone. Jack and I are currently driving through the Mohawk Valley alongside the Mohawk River. Due to being in close contact, Mark and Kath and the boys weren't able to join us for Second Christmas, which was a real bummer. So we swung through Schenectady to pop in to see Kath and Mark too, as he was setting up his new apartment. After dropping off the Christmas presents and having a quick little chat, we got back on the road and headed back to Connecticut. Part of the way home, we stopped to take a little break and stretch our legs.
Come on. Hyla, you gonna come outside? Let's go. Come on.
Does anyone else's dog do this, or is it just mine? On other trips in the past, during the summer months, we've stopped along by this river to have picnics as a little break in our long drive. If you've enjoyed this video, click like and subscribe to follow us on our future adventures. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.